The first official tournament of 2025 has just concluded, and let me just say, we have so many different things to talk about, from so many new trios to which teams are looking the best after the first tournament, as well as some teams that are majorly struggling. Real quick before we get into all of this, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we are on the road to 90,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel and you want to help me reach that goal, please just subscribe right now and turn on notifications. Please just go K-Dog in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. Without further ado though, we are going to quickly go over the opens and then go more in depth for the finals. And if you're wondering, yes, this is only Division 1 players are allowed to play in the eval cups. So this is like top of the top competition. This isn't just like pros going against like complete scrubs or something. So let's start off with the winner of NA, and it is none other than Rapid, Pollo, and Bolts. Now these guys were able to win opens, getting 320 points and winning 2 out of their 7 games. This trio looks so good in opens. They had an average placement of 11.8 and an average elims of 14. This trio was able to get back-to-back 30 elimination wins in all Division 1 lobbies, which is just such an insane performance to look at. Second place is still one of the most consistent teams on NA of Batman, Bugha, Mason, Niamzo on 317. Third place was actually an EU player of Cringe and Velo on 291. Fourth was Bowshot. Fifth was X-Pawn. Sixth was Visuals. Seventh, D-Roller. Eighth, Scare. Ninth was Dragon. And then rounding out the top 10 was Acorn, Epic Whale, and Kanata. And if you're wondering, no, this isn't one of the new trios with like Kanata, Acorn, and Epic Whale. Agers was just not able to play today, so they ended up just picking up Epic Whale as a fill. This is a top 33 qualifier for the set lobby finals though, so some other big names is like Clix, Muzz, and Rise in 11th on 254 points. This team was able to win 1 of their 6 games. They had an average placement of 8.8 and average elims of 7.6. Both was Ritual, Cole, and Peter on 253. These guys had an average placement of 8.2, but an average elims of 17.2, just absolutely W king every single game they played. If you want to see their match history, it's a 7 elimination 19th, 22 elimination 3rd, 20 elimination 7th, 27 elimination win, and a 10 elimination 11th. Some other big names is like Vidil, Cooper, and Sphinx in 19th, and I'm pretty sure Vidil was playing this tournament from EU as well. This is an official team if you guys didn't know. Another brand new official team is Aviv, Bugha, and Threats in 23rd. Another official team is Skittles, Reet, and Chimp in 32nd. Now pretty much every single big name was able to qualify for the finals on NA. If you guys are wondering who all of the official brand new trios are since the last time we had divisional cups, we have to start off with the massive one of Bugha and Threats actually dropping Reet to play with Aviv. Now I wouldn't necessarily say this came out of nowhere. I said in a lot of my like top 10 trios in the world videos that I really do feel like these guys could split up sooner rather than later, just because they really weren't grinding all that much together and their placements really didn't warrant any reason for them to want to stick together. So that pretty much just left Reet to fill in the spot of Aviv and go to his old trio of Skittles and Chimp. I'm not 100% sure if these guys are going to stick together all the way until like official FNCS times. I think if Reet does get a better option, then he would snake these two to go play with them. But as of right now, this is just the team he's on. And then next up, like I talked about earlier, is the trio of Cooper, Vidil, and Sphinx. Vidil is officially moving to NA, I'm pretty sure in the next like 1 or 2 days. And then for some EU teams that I will be going more in depth later on, the official ones is Tayson, Trulex, and Hriss, Sky, Scroll, and Eyedrop, Vanya, Marius, and Pixie, and Noxy, Crisp, and Curly. With all of that information out of the way, let's actually move on to how the NA finals went now. Now in the finals, I have a lot of different players that I want to talk about, but let's start this off by talking about the team that was able to finish in first place in the eval cup. I still literally have no clue how this leaderboard works, so don't take this like at straight face value, but in first place, being able to win 1 of the 4 games is the brand new trio of Aviv, Bugha, and Threats. Now these guys honestly played super consistent today. They had an average placement of 6.2 and an average elims of 9.7. Now this trio got a 4 elimination 12th, then a 15 elimination win, 11 elimination 4th, and a 9 elimination 8th. It is kind of already looking like Bugha and Threats have made the right decision to drop Reet, because this is a very good start for this trio. In second place is Rapid, Pollo, and Bolts, also being able to win 1 of the 4 games. Remember, the only thing that matters in the eval cup is being able to pick up a win. This trio had an average placement of 4.2 and an average elims of 6.7. Third place is the team that was able to pick up the very final win on the day of Batman, Bugha, Mason, and Niamzo. In fourth place, the final team to get a win was Evan, Dolger, and Eshu. So shout out to those 4 teams for being able to earn money in the eval cup in the first tournament of 2025. But there is still a lot of other teams I want to talk about, so let's keep going on with this top 10 list. Like 5th place of Scare, Yapko, and Quanti. 6th place of Cold, Ritual, and Peterbot. Now these guys were unable to get a win today, and I'm not gonna lie, in the first 3 games, they really didn't look the best. This trio got a 7 elimination 5th, 3 elimination 18th, 4 elimination 18th, and then in the very final game, they were able to pull off a 12 elimination 2nd. Peter was unfortunately not able to get a single win in the Eval Cup, but I still really wouldn't take this tournament too serious at the end of the day, since it is just a Victory Cup format. Now, if they go on to maybe like struggle in the FNCS Cash Cups this week, then maybe we can start hitting the panic button on this trio, but I really wouldn't look too much into this. 7th place is the trio of Muzz, Clix, and Rise. Now, when I was watching this team today, I was so impressed, I'm not even gonna lie. They had an average placement of 4.5 and an average elims of 5.0. This team was so close to being able to win multiple games in the finals. They got a 6 elimination 2nd, 2 elimination 11th, which was literally their worst game, and then they were just duo clutching a 6 elimination 2nd and a 6 elimination 3rd. I don't think that there was any debate that Muzz is definitely the best player on this trio. He has literally looked so insane recently, and not only solos but also trio events as well. I said that in order for this team to be able to win a grand finals, Muzz has to be a top 3, maybe even the best player in a grand finals lobby, and he is really showing the potential to be able to do that. 8th place was the brand new trio of Skittles, Reet, and Chimp. These guys were only able to play 3 games today since they didn't load into their first one. 9th was Noxy, Curly, and Crisp, and then rounding out the top 10 was Virgo, Vert, and Chance. Some other big names is like Acorn, Epic Well, and Kanata in 15th, Vidil, Cooper, and Sphinx in 21st. Once again, I wouldn't really worry about this trio too much since Vidil is literally playing from EU, and those are mostly all of the big name teams that we had play on NA today. Let's actually move on to how EU went now. Now, don't think that the team switches finished on NA. It was even more intense on EU. We saw so many new trios today. Some brand new trios dominate the leaderboards, as well as a lot of established teams really struggled to qualify. Let's start off with the winner of opens of Cheeps, Trexer, and Gabix. Now, these guys finished with 306 points in 6 games. They were not able to win any of their games, but they still had an average placement of 7.8 and an average elims of 10. Now, second place was Trulex, Hriss, and Tayson. Now, I'm not sure if this is an official trio or not, since Tace did play with Hriss in the past, but this chapter, he has been playing with Trulex and iDrop for all of the FNCS divisional tournaments, so I'm not 100% sure if this is an official trio, but a team that I know is official is third place of Vania, Pixie, and Marius. These guys finished with 291 points and were able to win 2 out of their 6 games. Super cool to see a brand new trio form and instantly see some success. Fourth place was actually Mongrel, Mr. Savage, and Panzer. These guys finished with 290 points and won 2 out of their 6 games. They had an average placement of 8.1 and an average elims of 8. Literally every single time they were able to make endgame, they finished inside that top 5, getting an 11 elimination 2nd, 15 elimination win, 4 elimination 5th, then 2 bad games, then a 10 elimination win in their very final game to secure the top 4. 5th place was Pink, Nebs, and Tajino. 6th was Pixdarm and Demus. 7th was Ping, Walks, and Malibuka. 8th was Kira, Raizu, and Mez. 8th was Deca, and then rounding out the top 10 was Vico, Vino, and Flixie on 245. Now, of course, this is a top 33 qualify for finals, so some other big names is like Shark, Zhu, and Ziandi in 22nd, the new trio of iDrop, Sky, and Scroll in 27th, but that also means that there was so many top teams on EU that just weren't able to qualify, like Tripper and Thomas HD and Ferdoxy in 35th, a really surprising one of Seti, Hari, and Cammy in 46th, Yanis, Noah, Riley, and Rezon in 86th, and Chap, Chicho, and Teeny in 96th. So a lot of surprise no quallers, and let's actually move on to how the finals went now. Now in the finals, we have some off-spawn drama, as well as some really surprising teams do super well, as well as some of the favorites really struggle. Let's start off with first place of Shark, Zhu, and Z Andy. Now these guys were able to win 1 out of the 4 games. They had an average elims of 6 and an average placement of 10.5. I think these guys definitely have an argument to be the most underrated team in all of EU. This is definitely a trio to look out for going into 2025. Second place was Combek, Blaha, and Mixon, also able to win 1 game. Third was Lucia, Kinty, and Default. They were able to win the first game, and then the winner of the final game was Ping, Walks, and Malibuka, continuing to show why they are a top 5 trio on EU. Once again, these are set lobby finals, so 5th place was Cheeps, Trexer, and Gabix. 6th was Andalex, 7th was Hyper, 8th was Fido, 9th was Vox, and then rounding out the top 10 was iDrop, Sky, and Scroll. That means, yes, there is a lot of big name teams, and not only just big names, but even arguably the best trio in the entire entire world of Vico, Vino, and Flixie finished in 12th place. These guys had an average placement of 17.2 and an average elims of only 3.7. Now these guys got a 3 elimination 21st, 5 elimination 10th, 0 elimination 26th, and a 7 elimination 12th in their very final game. I do not know what went wrong for Vico, Vino, and Flixie in today's tournament. That is kind of just how eval cups go sometimes for top tier teams, is they just are really not taking it as serious as like the FNCS cash cups and things like that. So I still wouldn't be super worried for this team, but a trio that I would potentially be worried about is the trio of Mongrel, Mr. Savage, and Panzer in 14th. Now if we quickly look at their match history, it's a 9 elimination 9th, died off spawn, 5 elimination 9th, and a 0 elimination 32nd. So if you're asking the question, yes, unfortunately they are still being contested off spawn by Huddy's team.
I don't have guns.
20 white.
I'm coming. Kill. Ah! Come to Papa, little bit. Suck my dick, my little dick. Skibidi bidi bidi.
And if you're wondering how Huddy actually finished, he was only 3 places under them, finishing in 17th place. These two teams ended up going 2-2 off spawn today. So once again, it literally is just in the exact same situation before the day started. I really don't know where Mongrel and Mr. Savage go from here. There isn't really like any other spots for them to land at to like be uncontested and still has good enough loot for them to be able to like perform well. But like Huddy's team is no like pushover off spawn either. It is going to be a very difficult road going forwards if both of these teams are continuing to qualify for finals. Some other big names that really struggled and also some new trios that struggled is like Pink, Nebs, and Tagino in 15th, Pix, Darman, Demas in 16th, the brand new trio of Trulex, Tris, and Tacian in 19th, Vania, Pixie, and Marius in 29th. These guys just got absolutely dominated off spawn, I can't even lie. Other than that though, I am super happy that tournaments are finally back. You already know we are going to be grinding so hard now that it is officially 2025. And if you guys want to join me on this journey to 100,000 subscribers, please just subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. If you guys want to support me even more, please use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. I really cannot thank everybody enough that uses code KDOG. YouTube stats don't enjoy one of these 2 videos up on the screen right now, so go check them out if you guys haven't already. Follow me on my Twitter at KDOG to keep up to date with everything to do with Fortnite competitive. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.